guys, Kissybug here. I know I had spoken briefly about animal abuse and cruelty in my last video I did on domestic violence, but I wanted to dive a little deeper into the link of abuse of children and animal abuse. Kids aged 10 and up who intentionally hurt animals are 2 to 3 times more likely to have been abused than kids who treat animals with respect. Children who witness violence between their parents are around 3 times as likely to abuse animals. Reports of girls abusing animals are less prevalent than boys, and there is some suggestion that girls who do report that they abuse animals are more likely to be a part of a wider abuse. The association appears to increase with age. These facts come from a recent study that was conducted on July 16th of 2018 in the Journal Archives of Disease in Childhood. I should also point out that researchers have found that a batterer's first target is often an animal living in the home. The second target is a spouse or child. In domestic violence situations, animal abuse is done by the abuser because it's a way to control their victim. And since abuser's main target is someone who is unable to fight back and is powerless, animal abuse and child abuse seem to go hand in hand. And while animal abuse can indicate child abuse, it's not necessarily always the parent who is doing the harming of the animal. Children live what they learn. So they may attack an animal when they are angry or frustrated with the violence and the abuse going on in their home. And there is no question that domestic violence holds an important background to animal cruelty in childhood. Animal abuse is often discovered before any domestic violence is discovered because children will often mistreat their pets in public. Since laws governing animal abuse and child abuse investigation and intervention differ, animal control agents can often enter homes when social services workers cannot. Working together through cross-reporting, these agencies can help one another gain information about possible neglect and abuse. The emotional impact upon impressionable children who witness or perpetrate acts of animal cruelty can be lifelong and devastating. When animals are abused, people are at risk. When people are abused, animals are at risk. Increasing awareness of the link is encouraging legislators, community agencies, and caring people to take action by giving greater importance to suspected animal abuse, knowing that they may also be preventing other forms of violence. Now, as we saw in some old videos of the mastermind, he mistreated the now deceased pup, yanking him around, stomping on his leash, and scaring the poor animal. And he said multiple times throughout the years that the pup did not like him. And of course, as we know, his childhood was riddled with different accounts of abuse and neglect, and we see the examples of trauma with all 4 of the children, and even with the nephews. So given what we know, and findings from a recent study I found, there is no doubt a link to animal abuse and child abuse, and it leading back to domestic violence. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you see a child or even an adult mistreating an animal, I implore you to report it. You can not only save the animal's life, but you can also be saving a child or a spouse or a significant other's life. I hope this helps you guys, and thank you for listening. And as always, thank you for your love and support. I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.